My name is Misaki, and I'm a full-time housewife. I live happily with my husband, Daiki, and our daughter, Sakura. On this day,
Yay! It's gyoza party time today.
Yay! I've been waiting for this.
I'm going to keep cooking them up, so eat as much as you want.
Well, Misaki, you've set up 3 IH stoves on the table. That's crazy.
I thought we'd be using a hot plate to make a ton at once.
If we did that, the different flavors would mix together, right? This one is regular with crispy wings, and this one has cheese with crispy wings.
Wow! They look so delicious.
And this one has chocolate with crispy wings.
What? Chocolate? Whoa, this pan smells really sweet.
Mom, what's inside this one?
The filling is chocolate banana, and the wings are made with cocoa powder.
It looks really intense. Actually, isn't it cocoa, not chocolate?
Cocoa is made by removing some of the cocoa butter from cocoa mass and turning it into powder.
Let's eat. It's so melty and sweet and delicious.
Really? Oh, well, this definitely works as a dessert.
I was still explaining. Well, as long as it's tasty, it's fine. This is Daiki and Sakura. We spent our days happily like this. Then, one day, I got a call that my brother Hiroshi was getting married, and since he was coming to our parents' house, we decided to go too.
And guess what? The marshmallow and chocolate gyoza were delicious too.
Oh, you made them like s'mores. Melted marshmallows must go well with that.
We almost burned ourselves, but they were quite tasty.
Yeah, that brings back memories. I used to make similar things for Misaki.
Oh, now that you mention it, I remember that.
Really? You did?
Yes, she often made dessert-like treats with spring roll wrappers.
Crispy outside with melty marshmallows inside. That sounds good.
Then I'll make something like that next time.
We have the ingredients right now, so why don't we give it a try?
Yay! It's going to be a spring roll party.
These are my parents. Since they live relatively close, we see them regularly. While we were all talking, Hiroshi arrived with his fiancée.
Sorry to keep you waiting. What's that sweet smell?
We suddenly decided to have some dessert. Who is this?
Oh, this is my fiancée, Noah. Everyone, please welcome her.
I'm Noah. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too.
She seems wonderful. Welcome to the family.
Dad, don't get too excited.
Mother-in-law, why did you look at me too?
Wow, Noah, you're so beautiful. Hiroshi, you found a real beauty.
Everyone laughed at what Sakura said. Noah was indeed as beautiful and kind as Sakura mentioned. Seeing Hiroshi's happy face made me feel relieved. But Noah is really beautiful, isn't she?
Yes, indeed. She is very beautiful.
And she's so graceful and kind too. I'm glad my brother found someone so wonderful.
Yes, indeed, it's great.
For some reason, I felt a strange reaction from my mother. However, by the time we got home, I had completely forgotten about it. Time passed, and today was Hiroshi's wedding day. While we were waiting, my mother and I went to the restroom. By the way, Noah hasn't come to the waiting room yet, right? Do you think something happened?
She is late. Maybe she's in the restroom.
I mean, getting to marry such a great catch is amazing, right? Only a great guy for a great girl like me.
Mom, isn't that Noah's voice?
It seems so. What's this room? A waiting room?
But you know, his mom is so disappointing. I can't stand having her as a mother-in-law.
What?
I mean, she dropped out of school halfway. It's so embarrassing to have someone like that in the family, and she's working part-time at her age. It's just so pathetic.
What is she saying?
No money, no education. I don't want to be associated with that.
That's terrible.
And yet, when we met for the engagement, she acted like we were already family, so I told her straight up. I said, I'm only marrying Hiroshi, not becoming part of your family. She looked so shocked. I laughed so hard. That old lady.
What? So that's what happened.
And his sister is so plain too. Though her husband is quite handsome. I guess I won't tell Hiroshi any of this or he'd get mad.
Noah was laughing loudly as she spoke, just as I was about to open the door and confront her.
Hey, I heard everything you just said. Say it again if you dare.
What? Hiroshi, why are you here?
I came after Misaki and Mom because they dropped something on their way to the restroom. But never mind that. Explain what you were just talking about.
What I was just talking about. I was just on the phone with a friend.
I don't think I said anything that would make you mad. Don't play dumb. I told you I heard everything with my own ears. You were bad-mouthing my family and enjoying it.
Bad-mouthing. I wasn't doing that. Calm down, Hiroshi. You must have misunderstood something.
It's not a misunderstanding. I heard it too.
I heard it as well. There's no mistake.
Oh, great. They showed up. Fine. I admit it. I was talking bad about both of you, especially about your mom.
Why would you do that?
Why? Because it's the truth. Is it wrong to speak the truth?
Whether it's true or not, you don't talk about my family like that behind their backs.
So what? Should I have said it to their faces instead? I was trying not to hurt anyone's feelings, so I said it in private. That's my way of being kind.
Listen, I was thinking earlier, what's wrong with my mom? As adults, there are so many things that can't be judged by education alone.
There are plenty of people who succeed regardless of their education.
No, those are just rare cases. Education is the most important thing. People with higher education are generally more reliable. That's why you can usually tell what someone is like based on their education.
As Noah stopped pretending and began to say intolerable things.
Auntie, you don't understand. Grandma is amazing.
Exactly. You don't understand anything. Maybe it's time you took off those thick rose-colored glasses.
Ha! You're the ones wearing rose-colored glasses. That woman dropped out of school halfway and is a penniless part-timer. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
You really don't get it. My mom was a very popular child actress back in the day. No one in her generation doesn't know her name.
Seriously, what are you talking about? You expect me to believe that? If you're going to lie, at least make it believable.
It's not a lie. Have you ever heard of Kiana Sukadu? She was called Kloska and was widely active.
What? Kyoska? No way. I know her. She was a sought-after child actress. Now that you mention it, I can see the resemblance. Is she really that Kyoska?
Yes. I was really busy back then and had to give up school to focus on my career, so my educational background isn't great.
But instead, Mom knows a lot of famous people. I've met some well-known people myself.
Really? Celebrities? I want to meet them too. I'll apologize for what I said earlier, so please introduce me to them, mother-in-law.
That's impossible. You said you didn't want to be part of our family, remember? So there's no need for me to introduce you to anyone.
Noah seemed shocked by my mother's words, but…
Wait, hold on a second. I didn't know you were a former celebrity, mother-in-law. If you're a celebrity, education doesn't matter. Forget what I said before.
Oh, but didn't you say earlier that you can tell what kind of person someone is by their education?
That's excluding rare cases. Celebrities are those rare cases. Maybe it's not rare for you, but for us ordinary people, it's ultra super rare.
Using an analogy like a modern video game. But those words you said really hurt me. I can't introduce my friends to someone who says things like that.
I already said I'd apologize. Do you want me to lick your shoes? Just please let me meet the celebrities. I'm begging you.
Lick shoes. How badly do you want to meet celebrities?
Dad, why would licking shoes help?
Sakura, just forget about that for now. Okay.
So what do you say? Should I bow down on my knees?
Even if I forgave you for that, I have no intention of introducing my friends to someone so obsessed. If I did, they'd get mad at me instead.
What? Even if I lick your shoes and bow down, you still won't introduce me? Are you kidding me? Just because you're a celebrity, you think you can look down on us? Are you satisfied looking down on ordinary people like that?
As Noah, desperate to meet celebrities, started to lash out.
Enough! You're looking down on my mother again, aren't you? Insulting my family. I don't want to marry someone like you.
Wait, stop joking around. All right, I won't talk about celebrities anymore. So, please. The ceremony is about to start. You wouldn't do something as unreasonable as calling off the engagement now, right?
I'm not joking, I'm serious. We can explain to the guests. It's better than going through with this.
What? Are you kidding me? Calling off the engagement over this at this timing?
The fact that you think my anger is over this shows that we're already done.
What? Do you even realize what you're doing right now? If you let me go, you'll regret it. There's no one better than me.
Shut up, marrying you would be the real regret. And don't act like there's no one better than you in the world.
Yay, thinking she's the best woman is a tragedy.
She just turned all the women in the world against her.
You're just mad about your mother. She was just a bit famous in the past. Now she's just a regular part-time housewife.
It's clear you don't know much about celebrities. Mom isn't a part-timer. She runs a company that trains child actors.
What? A company owner. But she said she's a cleaner. Wait, you don't mean she cleans up useless child actors, do you?
Please don't make it sound so dangerous. I'm the chairwoman now, so I have a lot of free time and help out with cleaning.
What? And you called that being a cleaner? This is ridiculous. So you were planning to deceive me from the start, even when we were becoming family. That's classic showbiz behavior. Horrible acting.
Grandma said she was a cleaner because there are people like you, Auntie.
People who only see titles and not the person behind them are everywhere. Noah, I'm sure you know people like that very well.
Especially someone who'd do anything to meet celebrities. But calling a company owner a part-timer with no money, that's bold.
How was I supposed to know? I'm not at fault. If anyone's at fault, it's mother-in-law for hiding it.
I've realized again, I can't be your husband.
Why? That doesn't make sense. I just lost my temper for a bit. In marriage, things like this happen all the time.
I don't want that kind of everyday life. If you can't see why this is a problem, it's over. The wedding is off, and the engagement is canceled.
Noah, who had been furious, realized that Hiroshi was serious about calling off the engagement.
All right. So I just need to apologize, right? Okay, I'm sorry. There, I apologized. Or do you want me to bow down?
It seems the word apology doesn't exist in a dictionary.
It's not an apology, but sincerity that's lacking, I think.
Even Sakura thinks that wasn't a proper apology.
What is it now? An apology is an apology. Don't criticize my apology.
I can't believe I was about to marry someone who even Sakura is disappointed in. Getting engaged to you is going to be the biggest stain on my life.
What? I apologized, so why? It's all your mother's fault. How are you going to take responsibility for this?
Don't blame others. This is just your true nature being revealed. You need to take responsibility for yourself.
Judging people by their education and job is wrong from the start.
If you had treated everyone as equals from the beginning, there wouldn't have been any problems.
Do you want to come to Sakura's kindergarten? Everyone is friendly without thinking about difficult things.
My feelings aren't going to change. You'll have to pay for the wedding venue.
No way. Please wait. At least give me one more chance. I'm different from those other women. If you give me another chance, I can make it work. I promise you won't regret it. So please.
As long as you keep looking down on others, you can't be part of my family.
Judging people by their titles is cost-effective. You can feel superior without any effort. That's why you judge people by their education, right?
But in the end, needing to look down on others to feel secure is your biggest mistake. Not having a strong enough self-identity is your biggest flaw.
And there's no such thing as absolutely in this world. Using such extreme words casually shows you aren't thinking realistically. Work on yourself and find a good person to meet someday.
Goodbye, Auntie. I hope you can become a shiny first grader someday.
How? How did it come to this?
And so, Hiroshi and Noah called off their engagement. Hiroshi went around apologizing to the guests. Noah, who was now responsible for the wedding expenses, found herself in debt since she had already quit her job and spent all her savings on frivolities. Desperate to avoid further debt, she sought help from her relatives, but the news had already spread among the family members who attended the wedding, and they all refused to support her. She then turned to her friends, but they too had heard the story and cut off contact. With no other choice, Noah took on more debt to start her new life. By the time she found a new job, she was heavily in debt and ended up living a modest life, far from the glamorous image she once had, struggling with frugality. And as for our family.
So this is the sweet spring roll. It's actually pretty good.
Right? Sakura has been really into these lately.
From morning to night, I just want to eat these spring rolls.
You won't grow if you only eat that, so make sure you have proper meals too.
Our girls really do love sweet things.
Yeah, we were just talking about what we could make with fresh spring rolls next.
Fresh spring rolls. Wouldn't it be faster to just make regular sweets?
Since then, we've been spending more lively times together at my parents' house. This is because my mother and I started making unusual sweets, and Sakura has become absolutely obsessed with them. Turning everyday foods into sweets has made Sakura very happy, and she eats more than usual, which leads us to make even more. So, on this day, Hiroshi joined us for a sweet party. The table was filled with desserts that looked like Chinese dishes, such as gyoza and spring rolls. We look forward to continuing these joyful and bustling days, enjoying our happy times together.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.